Good evening from News Channel 16. This is Ron Damascuson tonight for your evening news. For the past several weeks, we have been following the story of the notorious mob leader Paul, who is largely suspected of his connections to suspicious underground work for the Godfather. We have tracked him down today and now have reporter Leah out on the scene. Leah, can you tell us what's going on down there?
This is correspondent Leah on the scene here at the Solomon's Palace Pub. We have just traced Mobman Paul as he has walked in, dame on hand, into what we believe is going to be a very important meeting with fellow Mobman Barney. Now we plan to get undercover on this story as we can get into the full conversation. So stay tuned, as hopefully we'll get you this full scoop.
Got any tools?
Got 2 tools.
Thighs. Yo, Bonnie, I've been thinking, maybe we should run back, check on the towns we've been running and check on the family, see how they're doing. What you think?
Sounds pretty good to me. How about we take my right-hand man, Johnny? Me and him been doing work together.
No. We ain't taking Johnny. Last time he was with us, we were surrounded by them hoppers and he ditched us, man. Nah, we ain't taking Johnny.
Well, that ain't gonna wait. If we can't take Johnny boy, then I'm out of here. You can do your own kind of thing yourself.
What? I'm gonna tell the Godfather on you. And he ain't gonna be happy.
This is Leah on the scene once again. We have just heard news that mobsters Paul and Barney have apparently, after a heated argument, split up, and Barney has left the town with new partner Johnny Boy to an undisclosed location. We now have word that mobster Paul has met with new partner, whom is referred to in the area as Silas, and the two have recently joined ranks and decided to also skip town. Now we do not know what this location will be, but we have correspondent Tia on the scene, locating Paul and Silas as we speak. Yeah, decaf latte, thanks. Oh, are we on? Hi, this is Tia. We have now traced the notorious mobster Paul at what appears to be the home of notorious con man they call Little Timmy. We are in the town of Lystra, outside what appears to be Timothy's mansion. And it seems by all the people coming in and out, we might be in the middle of a very important meeting. Let's see what's going on inside.
Yo, Timmy, how you been?
Been great.
Good. Been hearing good things about you lately. You got guts.
Oh yeah? What kind of thing?
Yeah, good things. Well, see, Silas here, we's on a journey right now, checking up on our assets and all, and seeing that you got the Jewish background on your mom's side and Greek background on your dad's side, we thought you might be a man to join up with us. Cause we're doing a little underground work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can we count you in?
Yeah, boss, I'm in.
Yeah. All right. One thing though, before we get you initiated and all this, we gotta get you a tap. Cause right now people think you're running with the Greek crap, but we don't want that. We want them to think that you're running with the Jews. So we gotta get you a Jewish tap. So I'm gonna hook you up with my boy Joe, not John Joe. I always think of John. He's a crazy man, but Joe. So we'll hook you up with him, and then we'll hit the road. How's it sound?
Sounds great to me. Count me in.
Let's do it.
Do this.
Well, it now appears that Paul and Silas have gained a new accomplice. Apparently, according to sources, the two, or rather the three, as we would say, will be traveling around to the different towns and cities, strengthening what we would refer to as the mob framework, or some sources would say, laying down the law of the mob. Stick with us, as we are going to see what Paul and Silas are doing next. From some undisclosed resources, we have learned that they plan to be heading out sometime tonight, so we plan to be hanging low and see if we can track them on their next moves. This is correspondent Tia. I am all alone here at Timmy's mansion, and it's about 1 a.m. in the morning. We still haven't seen any sign from Paul and Silas as to moving out of the mansion in this sense. In fact, nothing's happened at all, and I'm starting to wonder if anything will happen, if they do plan to continue on, or if they're just going to lay low for a while. Honestly, it's getting frustrating. Wait. It looks like they're skipping town. Let's see if we can follow them. Folks, I have actually succeeded in getting into the back of Paul and Silas's escaped car. In fact, they're talking about traveling through the cities of Boston and on to Philadelphia, and they keep talking about doing the work of the Godfather, the head of the mobs. And you know what? We are going to keep you posted as we learn more about this story going undercover.
Hey boss, we still going to Atlanta?
Nah, the Godfather said to avoid Atlanta for specific reasons.
Well, if we ain't going to Atlanta, what kind of thing are we doing?
Probably gonna just wait on word from the Godfather, see what he wants us to do. But while we wait, I think we should get a hotel. What you think?
Sounds good to me. I'm a little tired.
Yeah, me too.
Well, it appears they still don't know I'm here, but as we get this story fully for you, we'll keep you posted.
Can't wait to get some shut-eye tonight. Hey, you should go check on the guy. Make sure everything's okay.
Right.
Hey boss, what's up? Yonkers? Oh, what's going on? Yeah. Alright boss, yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. It's Silas.
Yeah.
Wake up, man. Gotta go, the Godfather just called. Come on, let's roll.
Paul, is it true you just received word from the Godfather?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Well, you received a very strange phone call in the middle of the night.
Yeah, some guy over in Yonkers. He's having some family problems and he goes straighten them out.
So is it true you plan to travel to Yonkers?
Yeah, what kind of question is that? I mean, the Godfather's barking orders, so we gotta go do what he says.
You following us or something, lady?
Well, there you have it.
We are back in with the developing story of Paul. It appears he found new transportation and headed towards Syracuse. Then, after the following day, they headed on to what appears to have been the Bronx, and from there on to the town of Yonkers, and stayed there for apparently several days. Let's head back to our reporter Leah on the scene and see what's going on.
Hey Ron, this is Tia again. We have traced Paul and Silas back to Yonkers at what appears to be now the waterfront. They appear to have taken a break from business and have begun talking to some local women. Let's listen in.
Paul, heard you're in town.
Yeah, we is. What can we do for you, Toots?
I think I can help you out some. You may have some goods that you'll be interested in.
We ain't looking for your duds, lady.
But I deal in purple.
We're only here working for the Godfather, you see.
Oh, him, eh? I know who he is. I do some work occasionally for him.
You know, you can do a tiny bit of work for us here.
I can help you out. Why don't you lay low at my place for a while?
That sounds great. We could use some snoozes and some grub.
We return to the breaking news story of Paul and Silas. Earlier today, as Paul and Silas were reportedly walking to a conference meeting with the Godfather, they were accosted by a fortune teller and her employer. The two of them have recently run into lawsuit issues with them, but we were fortunate enough to be on the scene earlier to catch the roll for you.
You! I know who you are. You're Paul. You're mob leader for the Godfather. I know everything about you. I'm a fortune teller.
Yo, scram, Toots. We don't want to see you around here. We don't want no trouble.
You work for the Godfather.
Your boss's dame's getting on my nerves.
I know. Yo, scram, Toots. We don't want to see your fortune teller butt around here.
Oh, okay.
You too. What have you done to my fortune teller? You ruined her. How am I going to make money? I'm going to throw you to a jail.
It has just been reported that Paul and Silas have been recently thrown into prison. Apparently, the boss of a fortune teller was greatly angered when Paul convinced her employee to quit. Accuser had much influence in the city of Yonkers and was able to publicly humiliate the two gentlemen by having them brutally beaten and imprisoned. Oh, wait! Just in, we have received news of a catastrophe down at the prison. Let's get to Tia and see what's going on.
Yes, Ron, I'm here at the Yonkers City Prison. About midnight tonight, there was reported a strange explosion. Now, the source of this explosion is unknown, but it completely destroyed the entire infrastructure of the prison, releasing all the prisoners. The place has been in a frenzy since about midnight, and sources are telling us that they think it was the Godfather behind the source of the explosion. Now, sources are not, of course, accurate in this matter, but we have much concern about...
No, the prisoners, they're all gone. The gangs are going to come after me. I might as well kill myself.
Whoa, Toots, calm down. There's no need to get all up in a frenzy here. See, we're still here. We didn't leave.
Well, sirs, how do I save myself from the wrath of the Godfather?
Well, see, it's simple. See, you and your family need to start working for him, you see.
Just some little things.
Yeah, some little things here and there, and then, boom, you're good to go. He ain't going to hurt you. Now, first off, though, to work for the Godfather, you got to get us out of here.
Alright, I'll check with the judge. Well, fellas, looks like the judge is letting you go.
Wait. No. They publicly humiliated us. No. If they are going to let us go, we ain't walking out of here by ourselves. No, they got to escort us out themselves. We ain't leaving unless they do that. Right, Silas?
Right.
So...
An unheard of event is occurring here at the prison. Prisoners Paul and Silas are finally being released from the prison, and not only that, but they're being escorted by town officials here personally. Let's watch.
We're finally out of here.
Fine.
In recent news, we have received word that Paul and Silas have now moved to the city of Thessalonica. He was reportedly talking with local mobsters to convince them to join ranks with the Godfather. Many mobsters have apparently decided to join Paul's forces, but appears that others have begun to riot in the streets. They are now gathered outside of the conman Jason's home in search of Paul and Silas at the current moment. We have Tia on the scene. Tia, what's going on now?
Sir, could you please tell me what's going on here today?
These boys, Paul and Silas, they're causing nothing but trouble in our city. And to make matters worse, this guy Jason, he's hosting them in their house and he won't give them up. If he doesn't give them up, we're going in there and getting them ourselves.
Well, there you have it, folks. It looks pretty bad for Paul and Silas right now.
Here outside of the supposed location of Paul and Silas. Earlier today we have seen numerous riots throughout the city. In fact, now that it is evening, they are finally seeming to calm down. But as the day grows, we seem to have a lot more tension that keeps building up throughout the day. In fact, wait a minute. It looks like they're sneaking out. You guys getting this?
Well, there you have it, folks. Looks like they got away. Once again on the go, we have new reports that Paul and partner Silas have made their way through the city of Berea. We have reports that they were well received by the fellow gangs and mobs in Berea, and that he's been successful in gaining many more recruits to the Godfather's gang. We did receive word that the Thessalonians also came over to the city of Berea and were reported creating more riots and ruckus in the city. This ultimately forced gangman Paul to flee for the city of Nashville and later send word to Silas and Timothy to join. We've also received word that while in Nashville, Paul has been recently trying to recruit members of both Frankie Yale and Al Capone's gangs. He is pushing the argument that the Godfather is ultimately the strong tower over the mob world and has been calling out the inefficiencies of Frankie Yale and Capone. Here we have some undercover footage of Paul actually pitching to some of the rival gangs.
Hey, I'm Paul. What's your name?
Bobby.
Bobby, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You look like the kind of guy that would join up with me and the Godfather in business. What do you say?
You know, I am that kind of guy. I'm working for Frankie L right now, second only Al Capone.
Yeah?
But
Yeah?
I don't know this Godfather guy. Why would I want to even work for him?
Well, you see, you should work with him because he started the business, all right? And now, he is leagues above Frankie L, Al Capone, all them guys. He started it, and he cares about everyone like their family. He wants everyone. He welcomes everybody in. And if it wasn't for him, you wouldn't even be here. So you should join up with me and him. It'll give you a leg up on the whole business.
Sounds nice. Sounds really nice.
Yeah? Well, think about it and get back to me.
All right, I will. I
Yeah.
will.
All right, Bobby. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Just in is the latest on the Pauls story. We have news that he traveled to the city of Corinth, where sources say he met with Italian mobster Aquila and his wife Priscilla. We have news that he stayed with Aquila in residence while continuing on with his work. We have Leah once again on the scene with Paul. Leah, what's going on this time?
Hey Ron, I'm here as Paul is expecting a very important phone call from the Godfather. In fact, I think here it is now.
Yeah, boss.
Paul, I just want to tell you keep up the good work down there. I have a lot going on down there in Corinth and I want you to stay a while to take care of things. I've got my guys in deep down there. Even the cops are paid off well. So don't worry about things. I'll take care of you there. Just keep doing what you're doing and I'll call you next time I need you.
Alright, boss. Will do.
Well, there you have it, folks. It looks like Paul will be staying in residence at Corinth for another little while. And that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching our special coverage of Mobs in America. Return next week for another special story on the true motives of the Cookie Monster. Watch as we go undercover for this special story. Thank you and good night.
They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty, 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 trying to catch me riding dirty. My music's so loud, I'm swinging, they hoping that they gon' catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty.
Motorcycle your way up there.
Hey, how's it going?
Tell the engine.
Pretty good. Oh, hi. Hey, how's it going?
They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding.